I had to take my daughter to the hospital and couldn't stop laughing. I showed up at my daughter's school 10 minutes early to pick her up, but after 20 minutes of waiting, she still didn't come out. I thought something was up, so I went inside to look for her. However, instead of finding her in class, her teacher came and found me. Mrs. Vivian had that look on her face, and it immediately started to make sense why Paige didn't come outside. Miss Vivian looked upset and said, "There was an incident today." I sighed, ready to hear what she did. Paige hurt another student badly. The Henderson boy has a head injury. Here we go, I thought. This John Henderson kid was known throughout the school for biting. I knew exactly who he was because Paige had come home 3 times this semester with bite marks on her arms, deep purple bruises with teeth imprints that made my blood boil each time. The school's response had always been the same. We're handling it. Boys will be boys. John has some behavioral challenges we're working through now. My daughter, who collected injured butterflies and cried when she accidentally stepped on ants, had somehow now hurt this kid bad enough to make him cry. Mrs. Vivian led me down the hallway. I'm really shocked by Paige's behavior today. She continued, shaking her head. Violence is never the answer regardless of the circumstances. John's parents are already here and they're considering pressing charges. They mentioned something about a lawsuit. My hands were shaking as we walked. Paige had never hurt anyone in her life. She once apologized to a tree after accidentally breaking off a branch. When we reached the office, I saw her through the glass door. My little girl was sitting in a chair that was too big for her, her legs swinging slightly, not quite reaching the floor. Her school uniform was disheveled. Her usually neat braids were coming undone, and there was blood on her white sleeve. Not drops, but actual blood, dark and dried. She looked up when I entered, and instead of tears or defiance, her brown eyes held something I'd never seen before. She looked proud of herself. "Tell your father what happened," Mrs. Vivian told her. But before Paige could even tell me, the door burst open and John's parents stormed in. Mr. Henderson's face was purple with rage, his wife clutching the kid's hand as he held an ice pack to his head. "This is the violent little brat who attacked my son," Mr. Henderson shouted, pointing at Paige. "She slammed him into a wall. He could have a concussion. We should be talking to the police right now." I started to respond, but Paige stood up, rolling up her sleeve to reveal fresh, angry bite marks so deep that several teeth had broken the skin. Blood still seeping through the makeshift bandage Mrs. Vivian had to put on for her. "He bit me first," she said quietly, "but that's not why I pushed him." Mrs. Vivian stepped in between us. She said carefully, trying to mediate. John had cornered another girl in kindergarten behind the playground equipment. She was scared because she had accidentally bumped into John. He got angry and cornered her against the fence. She was crying. Paige tried to explain too. She said, "John was going to bite her dad. Rosie is 5 and she has those leg braces and she couldn't run away from him." The room went silent. I could tell the Hendersons were surprised. Mrs. Vivian continued. Paige stepped between them. John bit her arm when she wouldn't move, but Paige didn't cry, didn't even flinch. She just stood there protecting Rosie. Then John tried to go around her to get to Rosie, and that's when she shoved him at the wall. I looked at the Hendersons, then at Mrs. Vivian, then at my daughter's bloody sleeve, and felt something shift inside me. "Show me where John is injured," I said to his parents. She looked surprised, but just started pointing at the ice pack. I walked over and gently moved it aside to look. There was a small bump on his head, barely visible. "Now look at my daughter's arm," I continued, my voice taking on an edge I didn't recognize. "That's so much worse. You know I'm a lawyer, and what your son did is actually felony assault on a minor. I could have both of you guys questioned." Mrs. Henderson started to get nervous. "He didn't mean to hurt anyone. John has an issue. We're working on it." We both kept looking at Paige's arm where he bit her. We went to the clinic to get it checked out, but when I brought Paige back to school the next week, John wasn't there. Turns out his parents were so scared of being sued, they took him out of the school entirely. The funny thing is, I'm not even a lawyer.